Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly reading from March 16th to the 22nd. This is for Sagittarius and Moon and Rising. We're going to jump right in. Sagittarius, as I said in your March monthly forecast, there's going to be a strong concentration of planets in this small, like, pie slice of the sky. And this week, you're really going to start feeling it, okay? Because you've got the sun, Mercury, Mars, and the moon in very spiritual Pisces. And then another stellium in your fellow fire sign, Aries, including the sun, Venus, Neptune, Saturn, and the moon. It's stellium meaning three or more planets. So this is just a really strong concentration of where the energies are going to be this week for you, what the themes are going to be for you this week. But I want you to think about how these energies have been influencing your life since the lunar eclipse on March 3rd. For it, just give it a thought when it comes to home and family, right? Because Pisces rules your domestic sector, and then of course you've got just a bundle of planets in Aries, and all the planets are going to eventually start shifting into Aries, leaving Pisces. And so the fifth house, Aries rules your fifth house, and as you know, that is joy and it's pleasure, it's romance, it's family, it's children. It's the house of creativity too, so a lot of creative energy, a lot of you're definitely going to be working on creative projects. It can be, in a professional manner. It can be, I don't know, popsicle sticks with Elmer glue on trash can. I don't know. Whatever you need to do, this is your time to let your creativity just soar. And it's one of the biggest times for you when it comes to creativity, and that's why I'm bringing it up. All right. But yes, you are going to feel an enormous shift this week either way, okay, because of what's happening this week. And you're definitely going to feel restless. You're going to feel ready to conquer as a spiritual warrior. The second half of March is just so much busier than the first half, especially with all the planets. You can see Mercury will be going direct this week, so all the planets will be direct until May. And like I said, they're all leaving Pisces, and Pisces represents endings. Yeah. And again, as they move into Aries, you're just going to feel more fired up. Yep, a lot more ambitious. Aries energy is all or nothing for your goals and dreams, and of course, your destiny, because Tuesday, March 17th, we do have Mercury conjunct the North Node in Pisces at 8 degrees. So, happy St. Patrick's Day. And you're still feeling Mercury conjunct Mars. Remember, that happened over the weekend. It's so the energies will be spilling into this week. Now, Mercury, the planet of communication and the mind, writing, speaking, negotiating, Mercury's going to meet up with the North Node again. And so they're having a conversation about you, about your mission statement, your purpose, your destiny. Here's the thing. You might already know what they're talking about because Mercury met up with the North Node of fate at 8 degrees on February 12th. So remember, I said something from that date, right? I think I said this in your monthly forecast. Something from around February 12th is going to resurface around now. Okay. It can come as a resolution. It can come as revelation. It can come as even, maybe even a little bit more review. Remember, this is your fourth house. This is home. This is your family. It's your significant other, it's parents, children, anything that has to do with home. That also includes real estate. Y'all, some of y'all been buying a house. I mean, this is leading up to the new moon. Some of y'all are definitely going to be moving. It looks like there may be some of you that could be really exploring your roots, maybe your ancestry. There could be something here with, let's say, for instance, I don't know, you bid on a house back on February 12th and you heard nothing, or I don't know how it works, but maybe that's what happened. Now is the time you might hear something, okay? I don't know if that makes sense for you, but you're definitely going to receive news, or maybe you will make an announcement. But just think fated. It could be a fated conversation that you have around this time. Also, pay attention to your dreams. Remember, we're still in the realm of Pisces, right? That Pisces energy represents dreams. So you could be getting messages in your dreams. The other thing is, like, if you are avoiding someone, if you're avoiding, maybe just the people that from your past or in your current life, maybe they resurface around this time as well. Remember, Mercury is still just, retrograde, and brings up those past events and circumstances and people. But I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Listen, it's just, again, it's just moving the needle forward. Okay, if for instance, you were, I don't know, you applied for a license to be a realtor, you didn't hear anything. Well, this is when you might, right? So anyway, all of this is really great timing, all right? Because Wednesday, March 18th, you have the new moon in Pisces. And so it's so close. I mean, they really are roped in together. And this new moon in Pisces, 28 degrees, is one of my favorite new moons of the year. It is, you're going to love this one. And I want to remind you that you had Saturn in Pisces for 2.5 years. Saturn is no longer here, no longer in your fourth house. Saturn made things a little bit hard for you when it came to home, family, things that happened within that sphere. And so now you've learned your lessons that Saturn made you learn, right? And so he's moved on. And so this new moon in Pisces is going to be great for you because, again, you don't have Saturn here. And remember, Pisces is the end. And this is a new moon. So this is the beginning of the end. It's a new storyline for you now. All right? And it's a very magical new moon. Both Pisces and the moon represent the subconscious, so which governs like intuition, emotions, learned behavior. Pisces energy lets you dream big. And so it is up to you to make it real. So speaking of the subconscious, this is really unrooting things from the subconscious, bringing it into, your consciousness, and just speaking it into the ether. Yeah. Making things real now. All right. Because when you do that work, subconscious to conscious, I mean, this reprograms your mind, especially with affirmations and repetition, inspired actions that you take. And none of that works if you don't believe. You have got to have belief. You have to have self-belief too. And this is the perfect new moon for that, to create this new reality that you deserve. This is a Jupiter-ruled new moon. It is such a great new moon. I might have to grab my dog in a second, but let me just do it. Let me just grab Ruby because I think she may have done this in your last reading, but she is still she's getting better every day. Okay. So the Sun sextile Uranus on the same day. This is really nice. Listen. This is going to be and remember, this is a sextile, so this is a very great aspect. It's this window of opportunity for you, for you to take. And remember, we're out of all those Uranus squares that we had. Mostly in February. And this happens a couple of times a year, but the reason why this one's a little bit significant, because it's kind of like it is the last one, right? Uranus is moving into Gemini next month. So this is the last time we'll have the sun in Pisces, sextile Uranus and Taurus. And it's pretty baked into this new moon. And the sun, which is, your life force, your identity, is harmoniously aligning with Uranus, the planet of surprises and innovation, liberation, breakthroughs, awakenings. So you could feel really stimulated around this new moon. You could feel very inspired about your path forward. And Uranus and Taurus, I mean, that is your sixth house. It's everyday activities. It's your routines. It is work. It's your responsibilities and duties when it comes to work. Everything that has to do with the work environment. And so there could be some work home, like working from home energy that this is going to bring in for you, as well as health. Um, I talked about health last in your monthly forecast. Yeah, just noticing those little things to improve your health, and physical health, all energy, not energy, spiritual health, uh, emotional health. It really, wherever that energy is for you, right? So even recognizing maybe I'm sitting too much. Maybe I need to move around a little more. Just those little things, but that's why I really love the sun sextile Uranus here with this new moon, because it can bring really great change for you, especially. Taurus is also the finance sign, so there may be something with money here as well, income, salary. It's your earning potential, as well as I wouldn't be surprised if there was like relationships. It can be like a relationship, yeah, significant other, but also with colleagues, employees, even like your children. There's a lot of home and family energy. Like when I'm really looking at it, there's still so much energy there. But again, you don't have Saturn. The other thing is with Mercury and the North Node in the mix, and of course the Sun, which brings out optimism and confidence and hope. There really is something fated here with this new moon. And with Uranus being unpredictable, the delivery or what's to come, it can be in ways you'd never expect. The other thing is you might do something very unconventional for you, right? Uranus wants you to shake things up. It's a good time to think outside the box, while being your authentic self. So set intentions, put wheels in motion, and dream big, and trust the process with this new moon. Now, one thing that I'm seeing, Venus will square Jupiter this day, and it's the only square of the month. It's the two benefics. So, if anything, with Jupiter in Cancer, right, that is your eighth house, Venus is still in Aries. If anything, and listen, we're all adults here. For you, Sagittarius, this is your eighth house and your fifth house. And this is, this aspect is asking you to find the right amount of, what brings you pleasure. Okay? Just let you know. All right? Yeah. And so, not overdoing things, not overextending yourself, not overindulging things that, in the home sector. All right? And money too. Sure. Money. Love mostly. The last thing is that we do have a minor grand trine this day. It's really, really, really nice. With Uranus and Taurus, Juno in Capricorn, and the new moon at the apex. And so this is a portal. This is sacred geometry. This is really amazing. And it just, again, there's something here about home, family, but your like money is now in the mix. Okay. If not money, then it would be again like your self-worth, self-value. It could be material possessions, something that's coming through. Anyway, we'll talk about it more in the second spread where we talk about the asteroids like Juno and the lunations. But if you are a cross watcher, if you watch for your rising or your moon or for your, husband or your daughter, uh, best friend, doesn't matter, mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, and you, and I'm throwing in Cancer and Scorpio, will feel this new moon the most. If you have any planets in your natal chart, 25 to 29 degrees, you're really going to feel it, especially if they're in those signs that I just mentioned. The other thing is that, well, now we're going to skip that. Friday, March 20th. This is, we have a low today, okay? And I want you to consider this as it will be a little bit of a reset that some of y'all will feel. But this is the day where you really feel that new era. Okay? You really feel it coming. All right? It's like ready, set, go, but you're right at that set part. Right? You see Mercury is officially going direct. So again, all planets direct from this point forward until May. So that's a good 2 months. The sun is moving into Aries, where he's exalted, meaning he does his best for you in Aries. And this is just so nice. It is a lot of energy. It is really fiery. All right. Again, this is your fifth house of joy and pleasure and love, true love, romance, family, children, procreation. It's also creative projects, creative activities, and it's also just, hobbies and recreation. It's a house of fun. Yeah, the fifth house. And so, Ruby, I'm just going to make you can sit right there. All right. And so, this is also, where am I here? Yeah. So you are really going to you're going to start feeling some change this week because it's also the real new year. I think I've talked about this where this is the real new year, not January 1st. It's right here. And the equinox. Happy spring. Happy fall if you're in the southern hemisphere. The equinox, that's when, day and night are perfectly balanced, right? Equal. So, and the equinox has been celebrated by ancient cultures, FYI, for thousands of years. Many that saw it as, the balance between opposites and, like light and dark and life and death. The Great Sphinx in Egypt, facing due east, directly into the rising equinox sun. Stonehenge and other megalithic sites, the calibrated equinox alignments. So this date, just the equinox, the real new year, has always been so significant and meaningful because it represented this cosmic balance and, new cycles, a new timeline. And this one is one we have never experienced with the sun, Neptune, Saturn, Venus, Chiron, Eris, and the moon. Yeah, they're all in Aries. They're all in Aries right now. All planets direct. Okay? So you see that you are going to have a really strong concentration in just having fun. Saturn's there. He's gonna bring structure and discipline, but it's very different from him being in your fourth house. Okay. So I want you to have fun, and at this point, everything that you released, everything that you reevaluated or, even experienced since the lunar eclipse in Virgo, the first week of March. Everything brought you to this moment. And remember, this is the 0 degree Aries point, the equinox. I mean, this is the beginning of all beginnings. Everything comes to life around this time, including you, because this is the equinox, and everyone, right? Equinox is renewal. It's, the rise of energy. So you are going to feel this rush. You are going to feel this, fire in your belly with more confidence and perspective all through the weekend and all the way through April, when we have the 7-planet stellium in Aries in your 5th house. This, I mean, like, and again, you've never, like, no one's experienced that. When's the last time you saw that's been never, right? So, there's a lot happening here. And of course, this, enormous concentration of planets in your 5th house. I mean, they're just saying, I got you. They're making things happen for you. But also, you have to remember, this is Aries energy. This is go big or go home. And you've got nothing to lose. You have everything to gain. Remember, Aries is the I am of the zodiac. And this matters because everything's neutral. That's why, polarities exist. So I am gives you power to choose your perception of reality, how you face challenges, speaking and believing, right? Any affirmations that you choose for yourself. I am fearless. I am courageous. This is all about you. And it's go time. No breaks. To know thyself. All right? To be fully present. Ready to initiate. So for the next 4 weeks through Aries season, don't live a little, live a lot. This is all about moving forward and embracing this energetic, entrepreneurial, pioneering spirit that Aries energy is known for. Okay? Because life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, what happens, right? And then Saturday, March 21st, I just love this for you. Oh, we've got Mars in Pisces, trine Jupiter in Cancer, 15 degrees. So one of the best aspects of the year, okay? One of the best days of 2026, and one of my personal favorite aspects. I mean, this is amazing because you've got Mars in Jupiter's sign. Yeah, so there's nice reception here. And remember, Jupiter is your ruler too. So this really, you feel this, right? And this is just happening just days after the new moon. So the new moon is, says, make a wish, right? Mars trine Jupiter says, we'll make that wish happen. Mars just gives you drive and that determination. And you have an exalted Jupiter, Jove. So Jupiter is going to help expand, and he brings luck and abundance and, wisdom, profit, good fortune, especially in home and family for you. But, Jupiter being in Cancer, wow, that's your 8th house. And so the 8th house is really building relationships. There's intimacy. It's deeply intimate, that 8th house. And it doesn't have to be, romantic. It can be with business. It can be business partner. It could be, an investor. It could be, a financial advisor. Because the 8th house rules shared resources, which would be a joint bank accounts. The 8th house is investments, it's inheritance, it's commissions, it's royalties, it's loans, it's taxes. So money that you don't earn, that's in the realm of the 8th house. And so there's just something here. It just like deeds and mortgages, like those come to mind with what's happening here with your eighth and your fourth activated, as well as your significant other. Um, so really nice, really nice. There's love, there's money. This is and home and family is going to be the biggest theme for you around this time. And don't forget, Jupiter hasn't been in Cancer, I mean, since what, 2014. So we haven't had this combo in 12 years, and you're gonna feel strongly supported. So just be open to opportunity, right? Because what you seek is seeking you. And it will be Sagittarius. Sagittarius. It will be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And I'm throwing in the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that feel this the most. If you have any planets 12 to 18 degrees in any of the water signs in your natal chart, oh, you're really going to feel this. And the last thing is that, well, okay, so Sunday, March 22nd, I was going to talk about this next week, but I just really think that, I mean, you're really going to feel it over the weekend. So, Sunday, March 22nd, we will have the Sun conjunct Neptune. That's going to be in Aries at 2 degrees. This is the first time since 1861. All right? Nobody on this planet has experienced this unless you're a vampire or a zombie. Or anyway, it's just, this is so nice. And you've had this for 14 years in Pisces, meaning, this happens every year, right? So within home and family, now it's moved on to your fifth house of creativity and, true love and romance and creative projects. I love this because this is so transcendent. It's like peak cinema, as the kids say. The sun. I mean, again, that life force amplifying Neptune's energies, which is inspiration and spirituality, but creativity, the arts, visualization. Yeah. Neptune is visual. So this is all about your vision as a visionary. So visualize, right? And visualization, I think I told you this in your, I like to repeat this, but it activates these, new neural pathways in your brain. It's literal science. So neuroscience. This is just something that I think you, out of all the signs, might really, really feel, because it is happening in your fifth house. And it's such creative energy. I mean, Neptune is, imagination as well. And there's a little bit more anchoring here in Aries than there is in Pisces. So just the fact that it's moving from your fourth to your fifth, it'll be such a different feeling for you, because again, you've had this in your fourth house for 14 years. And vision boards. That's why I talk about vision and, with Neptune, and to visualize. Vision boards work. They work. This might be a day that you decide to do one, maybe, with your family, with your children, or maybe just you do one, and it's right there with the new moon, right? That's in Pisces. So Neptune also rules music. Remember, sound is vibration. It's healing. It's a great day to play music that inspires you, or pick up a ukulele and learn how to play an instrument. You're just going to feel really inspired. But on top of that, it is the sun with Neptune. So you may really, really have a moment thinking about over the weekend what's truly meaningful to you. Okay, so this really is like your spiritual purpose as well. Remember, Neptune is in Aries. This is that visionary leader, the spiritual warrior archetype. um I really, really love what's happening for you this week. I love this. Okay. So know your quest, know, your vision, have your vision, make a vision board, and connect with the divine. And you're really going to feel this and go forth. Yeah. So let's get started. Sagittarius, let's see what's going on for you for March 15th to the 22nd. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And, it will be the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and you, that feels the Sun conjunct Neptune the most. All right? I'm going to throw in the air signs as well. If you have any planets 0 to 4 degrees in any of the fire signs in your natal chart, you'll really, yeah, well, you're going to feel like you're in a movie. And that's Neptune. Remember, Neptune is visual. So Neptune rules like photography and, cinema, film, all of that. I do a traditional culture cross spread. Offers the best overview, yeah, especially for a weekly reading. If we need a book clarifiers, we will. And Sagittarius, I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. I would go to a museum over the weekend. I would just do anything visual. I mean, it's going to inspire you. And again, with all this creative energy in your fifth house, such a different feeling that you're going to have that you haven't had, with Neptune and the Sun in your fifth. I mean, this is kind of a big deal. So use it. The moon will be in Taurus that weekend as well, which is really nice. It's all about feeling good. Anyway, let's see. Okay, let's get to your spread. Let's see what's happening here. Okay. I'm gonna give you the. You are really, really, really good. You're also gonna get. I don't know who they are. I have no idea. But you're going to get them too. If you know who these people are, let me know. I'm part of a sticker club. Anyway, I can't. What is happening here? Sagittarius. Wow. You got me speechless. Obviously, you notice, right? You see that you have all court cards and major arcana. Like this is going to be a very significant week. But you can see it's going to be almost like the best week of your life. This is amazing because you did get the tower. And that's fine. Look at your spread. This is amazing. The tower moment, yeah, it is chaos. It's but it's really not a card. A lot of people, tend to, get a little when they see this card. The tower moment, it doesn't happen to you. It happens for you. And look at what's happening. It's like moving into this week. Yeah, there may be something that is a little chaotic. There could be something, unexpected that happens, and it just it's this curveball. You're like, what just happened? Yeah. But it feels like it was you. It was you. Yeah, you can have your own tower moment. Burn it down, build it up. This isn't working, so and when the tower falls, you can see. Okay? And so a lot of y'all may have just really decided to change course or moving into this week, you do it. But it's like when I say having that tower moment, it could be anything from, quitting your job right on the spot and feeling liberated from that. It could be, There's so many different scenarios I can give you, but I think you get it. Um, that's really great because look, the Page of Wands and the Heart of your spread. Page of Wands has a lot of Sagittarius energy. Remember, the wands are the spirit of fire. And so it seems like coming after that tower moment gives you the opportunity for you to pursue something new, to grow something new, to activate something new. You have the Page of Wands. And this page, look how compelled he is with that wand. You look at the leaves sprouting from that wand. You are ready to grow. And so it's almost like you got something out of the way here for something else. And all the males in the, the suit of the wands, yeah, in the court, they are all about transformation. They all want to, everything they do has this goal of transforming their life. Yeah. And so, again, the Page of Wands, this is inspiration. This is imagination. This is, just, again, pursuing something that's going to turn that desert landscape into this lush, verdant garden of your passions. Wands are your passions, and you get to pursue your passions. And so this is really great. It can be, work related, it can be home related, it can be your love life, it can wherever the energy is, whatever, intentions you're setting with the new moon as well. I mean, really great, because you also have the Fool in your challenge area. Sagittarius, you are risk takers, okay? And this would be the week when you've got Uranus, part of that new moon, sextiling the sun, which is, you do see the sun in the Fool. The Fool is attributed to the planet Uranus. So it's in your challenge area. Don't be afraid to take risks. Take that leap of faith. Okay? You're going to be fine. You're going to be good. This would also, say it would be, like foolish not for you to take a chance. And you will know when those opportunities are presented to you, right? Another energy that's coming through is that there may be someone in your life that is not ready to take that leap with you into this new path. Okay. So just letting you know, right? You may have some conversations, or, you may even just know, the King of Pentacles, but also the Empress. So the Empress is abundance, and you've got the richest king. You can't look at all that harvest. You can't even distinguish his robe from his harvest, right? This is ownership. You see his hand over the pentacle. That's owning his money, owning his everything. You got the Empress here. And this is all about creation. The Empress is a goddess. And this is just a lot of comfort. You can see all over her gown the pomegranate, so that represents growth. You see the crop, the new crop, right? Or the golden wheat representing this new crop. Anyway, there's something new happening, and this is just really amazing because the Empress is living life through your passions and your pleasures. And I just told you got 5 planets in your 5th house of pleasures and passion and joy. And now, and abundance, right? You have an abundant amount of planets there. So do it. It seems like you will. It seems like you are going to this week. It just feels like something set you free. And the King of Pentacles in your crown, that's amazing. Like, you're definitely moving in a direction that you're locked and loaded. There's the King of Pentacles. Sure, he's the richest king, but he's also very practical. He's very pragmatic. He takes care of his own. And so this is all about this abundance. I mean, you've got just you pursuing those things that will, like, uh, just have the everything. Just your, like, the growth is the key theme here. If you look down your cross, okay, remember that page of wands is going to turn that wand into something big, right? And then the King of Pentacles, again, it's just he's camouflaged with all the harvest here. And then this is a new harvest. And the last thing I'm going to show you is you got the only two cards in all of tarot where they hold that golden scepter. Anything they touch turns to gold. And so this is true, like, truly an abundant week for you. There's so much happening here. I mean, you have the King of Cups in your future. Yeah. I mean, all the kings are leaders, right? The kings and the queens. And the King of Cups is just someone who is very on top of his emotions. He's satisfied, truly satisfied, but he's also emotionally intelligent, emotionally stable. Like, it's like after going through that tower moment, look at his throne on top of those turbulent waters. It does not matter how turbulent it is. Nothing will knock him down. That's what it's saying here. He's anchored in. He's on top of his emotions. And that's his ownership, right? This would be wealth. This would be emotions, feelings, love, intuition, wonderment. It's cups. You're really good. He leads with his heart, and he does what his heart desires. But he also has so much love to give. And what does that require? Self-love. And so you are really, actually really, really, really good. Let's get to your stuff. Sagittarius, wow. Wow. What a week. Anyway, all right. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you subscribe, leave comments, tell me what is going on. Wow. And Jupiter in Cancer, remember, that's your 8th house. That is wealth building. You did get the Empress last week, didn't you? Yeah. You did. So there you go. There you go. Remember, that's also deepening relationships. But yeah, and also with all the planets in your 5th house, yeah, a lot of y'all may be having babies. Congratulations. With all this home and family energy, it could be, a new member of the family that happens this week or soon. So much home and family energy. And some of y'all may be surprised. It's almost like, with Uranus and Taurus active this week, you may get a pet. You may get a pet. It may be spur of the moment. It may be, surprising. It could be like a gift or, there may be something there. All right. Now, let's get to your stuff. Oh, my gosh. What the fax machine? Okay. It's going to be a week. It's going to be a great week, but it's going to be like, wow. You see, you only got two pips, right? Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, you got the sun. You're actually really, really good here. The sun is optimism. It is, opportunities. The sun is good health. It's vitality. It's wealth. It's everything. It's the sun. It's the biggest yes in tarot, right? And so you can see the little wisdom child here. Oh, he's so happy. You see that red banner? It's, achievements, but being able to express yourself, not holding anything back, feeling good, right? This is that high frequency. You can even see literally the frequency coming from the sun. Okay? So go all in. Go all in this week. And remember at the equinox what I said, like, it feels like a reset. There's a rebirth. Well, for you, I really think that you're going to feel that. Okay? You do have that 10 of Wands, which is very interesting because that is your card. It is a Sagittarius card. It's in your external factors area. So the 10 of Wands, first of all, is the end. It's a 10, yeah. And you can see that this figure here is carrying so many wands. It's heavy. He's bringing a lot of this burden upon himself. Okay? He also can't see where he's going. And so just keep that in mind. The good thing here is that it is really, it's the tower moment is connected to this 10 of Wands. So you may realize that maybe you are taking on way too many responsibilities, and maybe you have voiced that to, I don't know, your boss or whoever, whatever situation, right? And so I think that is going to be, the factor for this tower moment. But either way, just drop a wand or two if you feel that you're taking on too much, okay? It is also like burnout energy. So again, even with Venus square Jupiter, and Jupiter is your ruler, so you would definitely feel a little bit of that more than others. Not overdoing things, what I said earlier, not overextending yourself, okay? That's going to make all the difference. But here's the big thing here is that it does feel like someone else, okay? There may be someone who might have to let go of certain expectations, yeah, and not keep holding on to that within your world. And it does feel like it's someone close to you. So keep that in mind. There may be someone who's also distracting themselves from something. And remember, I think I said that, like, if maybe you've been avoiding a conversation or whatnot. I mean, this could be the person on the other end of it. If you do feel like it's you, again, I think that you already know the solution. It would be having that tower moment, because if it is you, it doesn't feel like it was your choice. It was just like, it just things were piling up to you. But then you got to a point where you just got used to it. So ultimately, yeah, you're like, this is what I'm doing. But yeah, it's the end though. Yeah, the Lovers. Yeah. So, remember, next month is when things really kick into high gear for you with relationships and partnerships. But even this month, well, actually, up until June, you've got Jupiter in Cancer in your 8th house. That has to do with the relationships, okay? You need two to tango here. And it's really, really deepening them. The Lovers really is about commitments. And so there is something where you want this beautiful, long-lasting, even with, the Neptune Kazemi, this fairy tale, like, relationship, that significant other, lover, all of that is a big theme for you this week. And then lastly, you have the 4 Cups. So that's really interesting, right? That's really interesting. The 4 Cups, you can see the hand of spirit offering him A cup in the hand of spirit only appears in the aces other than this card. So this is kind of a significant card. He's already got 3 cups. This card is associated with like boredom, apathy, emotional discontent. I'm not saying it's you. I'm describing the card. And so it is in your final outcome. Look at his reaction. Look at when the cup is being offered to him. And so it's a good time to spend time thinking about the things you have in your life and how grateful you are for that. Because the 4 of Cups really is all about raising your frequency and being able to see the things that are presented to you. Remember what I said earlier, be open to opportunities. Don't distract yourself, okay? Don't distract yourself. But again, I do feel like that's someone else. The other thing is with the 4 Cups and your final outcome, it may feel like you do have a lot of great things, but are they really fulfilling you? So that would be a question for you to ask yourself with, oh, I got this amazing new job and I, started dating this amazing person and I learned how to cook and that's been my jam. I've been so excited about it. But do you really, really love this new job? Are you really excited about this new person that you're dating? Do you love the food that you're cooking? So remember, it's all about the heart, right? It's not the moments that you're going through, right? It's really what's true to you. Are you being your authentic self? Because a lot of the aspects are asking that, not just of you, but of every sign this week. So just keep that in mind. I'll clarify that 4 of Cups. 4 Cups is attributed to Moon in Cancer, by the way. Okay. Okay. Yeah. You're good. You're fine. You're good. You're great. You have the 9 of Cups, which is the wish come true card. That's a card of complete satisfaction. It's a complete opposite of him, right? This is someone who is satisfied, who's happy, who is content, who's enlightened. Look at the cups over his head. Yeah. It's I mean, you're going to be fine. It's just raising your frequency and really just actually taking a step back and asking yourself, does this bring me joy? Is this something that I truly I'm moved by, right? And so also there really can be, especially with Venus and Jupiter in the mix in that square, which again you'll be great with that balance, knowing the right amount of what brings you pleasure. Remember I said that. And so there could even be like maybe you feel like things are not enough, right? And so it's just raising your frequency. That's all you have to do. And you know how the law of attraction works, right? So raising your frequency, things will be good. But the fact that you got the 9 of Cups, did you see your last week's reading? If you didn't, you are going to get some deja vu. Okay? Just go take a peek. This just does not happen. All right? And remember, these readings are, sequential. I mean, because I throw in the astrology, it's like what happens the week before carries over to this week. And just, I don't even know what to say. All I can say is that you're actually really, really good here. And it is good to have these moments of pause, but more in terms of like looking at the brighter side of things. Yeah. Cup not half full, but overflowing. Yeah. I don't even like, you're freaking me out, Sagittarius. This is pretty rare. Okay, so Sagittarius, thanks so much. Next week we will we got more to talk about. We got a Saturn Kazemi. I mean, what? Yeah, that's happening. But there's a lot more. We'll talk about it next week. The second spread, the bonus spread, we're going to do a spread just on the new moon in Pisces. I want to see. We're going to isolate that. We're going to do just the new moon. We'll talk more about the minor grand trine that kicks off the week that's baked into the new moon. Some other lunations. So tier 3 members, really good and legendary members, thank you for being members. You know where to find the link. Anyone's welcome to join. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Sagittarius, what's happening in your life where you're moving like this is bonkersville? Okay, you're okay. Thanks so much, Sagittarius. I will see you next week. Bye bye.